Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Triple Threat Comics YouTube channel. I'm your host, Ian Miller. Tonight, I'm welcoming back a very good friend of mine. He made his appearance a couple of seasons ago. It's been a while. Um, I do apologize for that, but I'm very excited about this. This guy has, created his own indie comics, his own brand, has his own podcast, In Your Face Show, which has a great number of guests. Please welcome King Daniel Taylor. Daniel, welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. It's very amazing to just be on this show, man. You don't get it. I don't get it very often to be on shows, man, because I'm always busy or I'm always doing something. But to be honest, man, it's always sometimes good to be on the other people's show and just show my face and just have a fun and yeah, pretty much. It's a pleasure being here.
But I'm glad to have you. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
like I said, it's been a while since we last talked, and lots happened for you in particular because your show just exploded with these insane guests that you got talking about their particular projects, and you had a couple of actors in there.
Yeah, I've had the first Jason, the very first Jason. A lot of you don't know him, but may or may not know him. But a lot of you, horror, you know, fanatics know him. Ari Ari Lehman. I forget it's the way the name is,
Yeah.
but he was the very first Jason, the first Jason that like at the beginning, at the end of the movie, he jumps out of the water and grabs the girl. That's Ari. That he plays little boy.
Wow.
I had Eric Larson on there twice. I've had whew, oh man, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've had. It's been a while. Period. Man. Mark Henry, I had on him on the show. Omar Gooden. Uh, I had so many people. Oh yeah, Michael Bailey Smith.
Yeah.
Man, I've had so many people on. It was a blast. Yeah, I can't name them all, but I've had a lot of them
Not
on there.
no, but just the name. That's the few you named. Yeah, I'm guessing these are people that you definitely want to talk to for so long about certain things.
Well, pretty much. I was talking to him for a good minute. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so first and foremost, I want to give the honor to God and give praise to God because it wouldn't have been done without him. Because it's all because of him. Less of me, him or
Yeah.
him. You know what I mean? So, hey, grace, honor to God. But other than that, I wouldn't have got those guys because if it wasn't for God, man. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be able to talk to them and pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to catch on the show every chance that I get, folks, because he's just a good, entertaining and very thought provocative, host.
Hey man, when we on the show, man, we are very. It gets wild over there. It gets very very vulgar, very vulgar,
Uh,
very nasty and naughty over there. You know what I'm saying? Very crazy over there, man. We go wild, man. You go wild, baby. You know what I'm saying? Actually, tomorrow is the show's anniversary, the birthday of the
that's
show.
that's right. You told me this.
Yeah, man. I'm contemplating on doing the show tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I'll be celebrating my birthday as well. Um, because it's tomorrow, so we started that show on my birthday. But you
Wow.
know, so it's a thing. It's a thing to say the least.
Yeah. Well, and happy birthday, by the way.
But
Early
thank you,
birthday,
thank you,
of
thank you.
course. Okay, so the last time that you came on the show, we were talking about your karmic jarhead a little bit, and you now show me stuff for a new comic called Demented Deuce. Tell me, what is this about?
Oh man, Demented Deuce, man. Demented Deuce, man. He's a tricky one. He's a tricky one. He's a very I could tell once I bring him out, the whole world that the people that is into villains are going to go crazy for him. They're going to go wild. They're going to go ballistic for him. Like I don't. I'm. They. Man. I plan on building that brand. I plan on building that brand really, really hefty. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mhm.
built the brand of Jarhead. Jarhead just took his legs and walked. He's going crazy. Um, Demented Deuce, man. He's a villain of all villains. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the ones that spits in the face of good. You know,
Wow.
um, he hates good. He hates what good stands for. He hates the everything good. You know what I mean? He hates why people. He hates why people would save somebody. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, from a burning building, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he trumps over Magneto and all those villains. He is,
Ooh.
man, like I had to go to. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Mhm.
When building him, I had to go to my deepest, darkest place to build
Mm.
him. Um, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I'm a spiritual person, so
Yeah.
I I do my characters predicated on spiritual things that I see and been through.
Mm.
So, um, all my life I've been studying reptilians, right? The reptilian
Yeah.
species.
Yeah.
And you know, I used to basically, just and I was watching a show with like it's like with Roddy Piper in it. I forget,
Yeah.
and it had another guy in there. I forget his name, but I was watching that and I said, why don't I do a character that's a reptilian since I know so much about it, and since the people have not seen or heard of a character like that. And so that character introduces a reptilian mixed with a
Mhm.
demon mixed with a human.
Oh.
And everybody who comes in contact with him or come close to him, they don't turn right away, but they over time they turn just like him and become like him. And these was years ago where I've had encounters with demons and all that stuff. And this one particular demon I saw, um, because I always remember a lot of stuff I see. And
Mhm.
one day I was looking and it was fighting against me. I'm Jarhead, fighting Jarhead.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
fighting Jarhead. And mind you, everything that I see visually, spiritually, I put
Mhm.
it in my comic book. So you'll be able to see what I see when I come out with the anime. The book, the anime, and the movies is going to be in that separate order.
Okay.
What I don't put in the anime is going to be put in the movies. Okay, and what I don't put in the movies is going to what I don't put in the what I don't put in the books is going to be in the anime.
Okay.
Right. So, Demented Deuce is one of those characters that I saw one day I saw him fighting Jarhead, and I saw his face, and his face was scaly like a snake,
Mhm.
but he also looked like what you call that? He had the face of a snake, but the frame of some type of demon, right?
Mhm.
But when I saw it, like as he's talking to him, his tongue was slithering like a snake. And what I see, I like I told you, I put it in my book. And
Yeah.
so how I came up with Demented Deuce, I thought about names. I said Demented, now Deuce. Deuce, like deuces, like playing cards and stuff like that. Deuce is wild,
Yeah.
or you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And so, and I also thought about Joker. I wanted to add Joker is one of my favorite villains. And he basically Demented Deuce's story, right? So
Mhm.
it's crazy. Demented Deuce's story is he used to be a Marine, right? He used to be a Marine, high ranking, but
Yeah.
he got so tired of being told what to do. And so he started hearing demonic voices and stuff like that. And so as he's hearing these voices, they telling him to kill everybody on the base, kill everybody. And he killed everybody, including his platoon, including his, and he took them as his own. He killed some people, but he
Mhm.
took most of the people as ransom, as basically, if you do not come with me, you will die. Mutilated.
Wow.
And he built his own militia out of just sheer fear and control and destruction. And I got a couple of my ideas from that movie with Mel Gibson where he was they called him called his group the Ghost.
What was that
It's called
called?
Patriot. I think it's called Patriot.
Ah,
Yeah, it's called
the good.
Patriot.
Yeah.
And I got that tactical form of militia from that. And out of that, the Introduce became great. I know it may seem like I'm jumping from one thing to another, but what I'm doing is so much is coming to me as I'm talking to you, and I'm gathering everything. So it's like I told you, my mind is a generator, so everything is coming to me as I'm talking to you, as I'm trying to slow it down so that way I can
Yeah.
make it make sense. Okay.
Okay.
Well, going back to the backstory of Demented Deuce, right? The backstory.
Mhm.
See, Demented Deuce was always abused when he was a child. He was always abused, and he was always one of the ones that never had a family. He didn't have nobody to, you know, be there for him, right? And
Yeah.
so basically, he grew up being evil. Grew up evil, and basically, he became very, very, very numb to good. You see what I'm saying? Because he was always beaten. He was always abused his life. He didn't know nothing about good. You know, he didn't know nothing. So he hated everything. He didn't know no loyalty to nobody. You know, he would play as a he would play as your friend to get what he wants. See
Mm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Demented Deuce is a very evil character because he, from what he's been through, he takes it out on good people that are good. You know, and he takes it out on every person that steps in his way that tries to stop him from doing evil. Basically, Joker in a way.
Yeah.
You know, Demented Deuce is one of those characters where you got to always keep an eye on him because he's going to do something. Something's going to happen where he's always moving. He's always in the mix. You know, and so how he meets Jarhead, right?
Yeah.
He kills Jarhead's dad and his family.
Oh, whoa. Oh boy.
Yeah, and he basically killed Jarhead's dad and his family because Jarhead's dad didn't give him the money, give him like his half of the empire that they built together.
Hmm.
They were drug dealers at first, right? And
Wow.
then Jarhead's dad turned to become a man of God, you know what I'm saying? A minister, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Hmm.
And basically he stopped doing what he was doing, but he still kept kept his side of the money because he thought, hey, why not, do something with it? Hey, why not? Shit. you know, I made this money, you know, I earned it. So, you know, and so he took the money. People may call it dirty money, but it's still money. Oh well, it's still money. Whether you get it or not, whether you get it from the dirt or not, it's still money. And even if you call it dirty, are you going to throw it away? Hell no. Hell no. I don't care. I'm just saying it like that because I come from the hood, so I ain't
Yeah.
gonna turn down no dirty money. If I find some money on that ground and shit, I'm running, picking it up and I'm running. I don't care. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, they both was drug dealers, and they both basically were basically, you know, big kingpins at one time, and
Yeah.
till them introduced me till Jarhead's dad became a man of God, and he turned his life around. And he called Jarhead's dad one day, and he said, you know, started talking to him and said, you know, it would be fun if you, you know, hand me over your money, hand me over your side of the money. I'll, you know. And he said, no, I'm
Mhm.
not giving you my side of the money. I earned that. And he said, and he said, if you don't give me your money, I'm going to kill you. He said, and Jarhead, you know, Jarhead's dad, knowing he's a hefty man in God, so and he started quoting scripture. He said, "You and that damn God of yours," and he curses God. Yes,
Oh
he
boy.
curses him. And see, Demented Deuce is a character that he's very vulgar and he's trust me, whew,
Ugh.
he's a handful. He's a handful,
Yeah.
and he don't care. He'll kill a baby. He'll kill a woman. He'll kill anybody to get what he wants. That's how he is. See, when I created him, I had to come out with something that nobody's ever seen before,
Mhm.
and I had to come up with something, and I wanted to come up with something that nobody had seen or heard of or will ever do. You see, in comics, you don't really have characters like the Mythic Deuce like that. Joker is cool. Joker is evil, but he knows his limits. He has his limits now. Just
Yeah.
like Magneto. Magneto has his limits. They're all anti-heroes. But Demented Deuce, he's a villain. You know what I'm saying? He's like one of the he's an original villain. You know
Yeah.
how early in comic books, okay, how early Batman, where
Yeah.
Joker was real evil, going door to
Yeah.
door killing people. Yeah. hmm That's how
Okay.
the that's how you would say Demented Deuce is. But Demented Deuce, yeah, he's evil. He's very evil. I
So
mean,
he's a villain without limits.
a
He
villain
doesn't
without
hold back.
limits. He doesn't hold
Mm.
back, and he does not care who his bullets hit. He will shoot. And see, creating Demented Deuce, you have to be able to understand where and why he does what he does.
Mhm.
He's trying to inflict pain because of the pain that he went through, and that's his coping mechanism. Pain. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's trying to inflict pain on the pain that he's been through because of the pain he's went through because he's trying to forget it. So he's trying to inflict pain on people, on good people because of what he's been through. And that's why a lot of people will understand him. Not saying not saying people are crazy, but you know, if you're a person that's into villains, you would understand why I made him the way I did. And it's crazy, man, because I'm gonna give you a little a little snippet of book two,
Okay.
a little snippet.
Okay.
Scene where um, Foe comes up to the door, the building where the boss is, right? And Foe comes through the elevators, and Foe tells Boss Jarhead is dead. Jarhead is not dead. He's still alive. And the boss is standing near the window and standing and looking, has his back turned towards the window, to where he has his back turned towards the Foe.
Yeah.
And he's basically turns around and he says, "What? Jarhead is not dead, sir." He takes his gun, his Desert Eagle, cocks it, points it at Foe, and he says, "Never send a boy to do a man's job." Boom! And he shoots him in his head, and blood and brains splatter all over the pages.
Oh boy.
And shoots him again 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure he's dead. And that I had to give you a snippet.
No.
Book 2, you know what I'm saying? A snippet of it.
No, again, and pure evil right there.
Yes. See, if you really want to get technical, Demented Deuce is not a character he's not a character that can mix well with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring out your big guns with anybody, with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he has this team called Chaos Theory. And it's a team of 7. But these are people that he recruited over time. Just like Jarhead has a team, he has a team. Just like God has a heaven, Satan has a
Yeah.
Just like God has his angels, the Satan has his minions, demons or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, as I'm saying to you, brother, book 2 and book 3, it gets wild. Trust me, it gets wild.
I can imagine. I can already imagine the images. And you said you want this to turn into an anime and movies, right?
Yes. What I want to do is I want to do live action movies.
Yeah.
But if it comes down to it where I have to stick to an anime style, then I could do that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But
hey, anything's possible, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
this is.
knock on wood that this actually happens.
Oh, trust me, I plan on it happening. Oh, trust me,
Good,
I got something brewing real soon, real soon. Real soon, and we're going to see if the people is ready for what I've been talking about.
Now, you've also sent me some artwork, so why don't we show them a couple of the art pieces?
Where they at?
All right, there we go. Now, who is this?
I call her Red Sheba.
I like the name.
I call her Red Sheba because of the way because of her style and her swagger, the way she carries herself. Red Sheba is a 70s character. It comes from the movie. She comes from the movie Foxy Cleopatra. Not Foxy. Foxy Brown Sugar. Sheba baby.
Yeah.
Relax. And she's a very I got that name from her Sheba baby, but I took the baby off and I put Red Sheba. And as you can see, she has the afro to go with the Sheba part. And she is a ass kicker of them all, but she is set for another multiverse
Okay.
that I'm coming out with called Smoke very soon.
Ooh.
But yeah, called Smoke is coming soon. Yes, sir. On to the next.
Yeah. Obviously, this is another version of her.
Yeah, that's Red Sheba.
Mm-hmm.
Another
Okay.
version. Okay, this one here is Freight Train. Freight Train is
Wow.
part of Chaos Theory. Freight Train is a character that is built from pure chaos, pure
Mhm.
dominance, pure mauling sensation. He's a
Yeah.
mauler, and he used to be an NFL player,
Mhm.
but he also was a bully. He's a big jock. He's a jock. He's one of those characters that blew out his knee in a game.
Oof.
Blew out his knee in a game, and he decided he didn't want to play football no more. So he decided, okay, let me go back. He used to bounce, be a bouncer again, be a bouncer, and he decided, okay, why not be a bouncer? Why not do that? You know what I'm saying? Instead.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, all right. So he went back to bouncing, and he said, okay, let me. Since I can't hit nobody, I might as well hit somebody in as a bouncer, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Mm-mm.
Old boy's right.
he did it so hard. He's a bouncer, but he goes overboard. He won't just destroy you. He'll maul you like a
Mm.
bear. He'll break you in half. You know what I'm saying? He's a tower, 6'2", 410 pounds. Pure
Jeez.
beast. Pure beast. And he was a right tackle. Right tackle.
I can see it. I can see it.
And
Mm.
this character is one that's not to be fucked with. But his favorite character that he always mimicked his style from was Juggernaut. But he realized Juggernaut is fake, so he had to come up
Mm.
with his own style, his own identity.
Yeah.
But he did it in homage to Juggernaut.
Yeah.
And
You can definitely see it, especially in the design of the suit. You can see that.
yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir. He basically was like, okay, let me take this and run with it. Let me put it out there and go crazy. And so he got tired of a he got tired of being, being a bouncer. He said this is not
Mm.
fulfilling. So he decided, you know, he said for hire, you know. He's a hitman for hire, assassin for hire. So the
Mm.
Midget Deuce was scouting him and was watching him from afar, seeing how he was handling those guys in the bar as a bouncer. And he said, he talked to him and he said, "You want power?" He said, "Hell yeah." "You want to bully somebody?" He said, "Fuck yeah." And he said, "You want to maul somebody? I know you do." He said, "Yeah, well," he said, "follow me, and I'll make you the most powerful, dominant force." And he's the enforcer of chaos theory.
Wow. Very sick design.
Well, it took us a while to get that done.
Well, I can imagine. You went through so many, designs, probably trying to figure out, okay, what's this guy gonna look like? I already know the specifics, but what can we do? To intimidate, the readers a bit more, saying, okay, this is a guy you don't want to be in the same room with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, see, a lot of people don't understand. Like all of these characters I've built from years of building characters,
Hmm.
and what I do is I flush them out and I give them to my guy. He flushes it out for me. He basically do out the final designs and of what I tell him to put out, and he
Yeah.
lets me know basically how we want to do this, and yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's like with anything else, if you're a creator, you just flesh things out to say, okay, this is what the character is going to be about, you know, and it's those little details that always gets you in the end, saying, well, what's he like specifically? What's his characteristics? How does he dress? You know, then you take it to the artist, and they pretty much give you ideas of what they're thinking in your head, but also be in line with what you told them that you want to see.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it takes a lot of trial and error.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. A lot of folks don't understand when designing a character, you have to be able to design what you see. And I
Mm,
always, what I see it beforehand, before time, and everything I see, I put down what I see. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. And if you're going to build a comic book company, right? You have to
Hmm.
have something. You have to have a base character that you can build around. Like if you're going to be, if like for example, if Marvel would have had Hawk as the face of the company, they would have to build the company around him. You
Yeah.
know, so other supporting characters that share the same parts as him, share the same things as him. Yes, yeah, no, well, not the same thing, but something similar to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On to
Now,
the
who are
next.
these two? Who are these two?
Where
These two.
these two, the ones right here in the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the same. that
That's
is
the
Freight.
same. Oh
That's
my
Freight Train.
God.
Yeah, that's Freight Train and his mistress. I
Oh.
haven't named her yet. Just give me a time. Give me some time to think.
All right. All right. All right. All right. See,
Like I told you, I just be creating. You said
yeah.
what?
See, this is it. This is it. This is it, folks. You just saw, this design, but now you're seeing this design. This is the progress of, where, the character designs actually go from.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I always got my mind is always racing, so
Yeah.
I'm always thinking about different stuff and different
Hmm.
broaden out my visual ideas.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Pretty much. Now,
Oh my.
that is Smash X.
Oh.
That is my pride. Well, one of my pride and joys. I've been building him for, I want to say, 4 years now. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about him. Smash X is a character that is of biblical descent,
Hmm.
and his uncle is Samson to the Bible,
Wow.
and he shares Samson's power, his anointing, which is in his hair, but also he also has his own anointing, which is in his strength. But
Hmm.
his strength is stronger than Samson's, right? His
Yeah.
strength is not as boy. eh, if you're not careful when you're around him, or when you're just talking to him, be careful what you say. I'm gonna just
Yeah.
say that. And basically, he was enslaved at a young age because of basically, at a young age, he got enslaved and turned into a cage fighter, right?
Hmm.
And the owners, basically, you know how rich folks is. They want what they want, and they will do anything for money. So, well,
Mhm.
a lot of, for some of them, not all of them. And so his owners basically took him in and enslaved him. Did all basically everything, to slave, And he's a Hebrew, and so he took into a part to think that, you know, thought to himself, I'm gonna get him as soon as they least expect it. I'm gonna break out of here soon one day.
Mhm.
And so Smash X is one of those characters. He could take a beating, but he always gets back up. And they experimented on him for years, turned him into a monster, right? They integrated him with they experimented him with animal parts and turned him into an animal, right?
Mhm.
He wasn't just human. He's not just human. He's an animal. He's some type of animal and a human. And so out of all so every person he fights in the cage, he don't try to kill them. You know what I'm saying? He don't try to kill them, and he just goes about his way, and he beats them, but he beats them to near to death, right? But he doesn't
Oof.
kill them, and he don't eat people either. He basically eats real food, but they barely gives him food, so he's very cranky a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes to that
Yeah.
character, right? And so you see that red X across his chest.
Yeah.
Well, that's the blood of his owners. That's the blood of his owners, and every time he kills one of his owners or people who enslaved him, because there was a lot of people who was part of it, who
Yeah.
enslaved him, took him from his family. He takes their blood and he puts it on his chest, and every time it ignites, and it ignites his powers, and it basically he feeds off of the blood of the enemies.
That's wow. I'm very rarely stunned, but wow, that's a lot. It's a lot to process, but it's so good. Like I said earlier, you gave it incredible background stories for a number of these characters. Again, it shows these are years of fleshing these ideas out, but it does pay off. If I'm a bit stunned by what you're describing to me about the character and how the character looks, I'm like, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about because I can see it in his eyes. I can see it, in his body.
Yeah, it took years and years of perfecting all of these stories and all of these characters. Yes, it has.
I think it's paying off.
We will see. They're going to pay off. That is Knucklehead. Knucklehead is the enforcer of Team Havoc.
Hmm.
Knucklehead is one of those characters that is not to be. Knucklehead actually, he is a character that is the country boy of the team. You know, old country boy, old, you know, big guy.
Yeah.
But see, Knucklehead's part with him is his story is he used to get in trouble a lot, right? And his
Yeah.
mother got fed up, and she basically said, put him in boxing, and he didn't care. He became a pro boxer, and became the Golden Glove champ, and was fighting for a little while till he was like, man, I'm going back. It wasn't fulfilling, wasn't doing anything for him, so he said, fuck it, I'm going to go box. I'm going to go get in trouble again. Going to go, with my
Hmm.
friends. So he kept getting in trouble, and so basically, you know what I'm saying, the judge was like, either you enlist in the army or you go do your time in prison. See, at this time, he was a roller 60 Crip, so He didn't know. He didn't care about anything, And so at this time, he's like, okay, shit, I take military, and he took the military, and it formed him into a soldier that he wanted, that he didn't see it becoming. He didn't see
Mhm.
himself becoming it. But as he became the soldier that he was, as he be, how many followers how many viewers you got?
Well, right now I got one right now, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more pack up when this thing, is done airing.
Oh, no problem, no problem, no problem. So everybody who's watching, you're getting, you're getting. Trust me, you're getting the exclusive. I don't mind
Yeah.
talking about this, but Knucklehead is one of those characters that is very, very, very destructive. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, he is a bare knuckle champion, but also he is one of those characters. You see how his arms got ripped off in a battle, not in
Yeah.
a battle, but in a his arms got blew off,
Mm.
and because he was trying to, his arms got blew off by a grenade,
Oof.
and he wasn't like, his whole body wasn't on there, but he was trying to his arms wasn't like, his arms was in a certain way where you couldn't really, you know what I'm saying? So they blew his arms
Oh.
off, and he decided, damn. And his eye basically, he got shot in his eye, and that's how he got the cybernetic eye and everything. He got into an ambush,
Mm.
and they threw a grenade, and he threw it, and he was and one of his partners was right next to him, and he tried to push him away, threw him away, like pulled him away and everything, and that's when he got shot in his eye, and he didn't know where he was going, and he couldn't see, and that's when the grenade blew his arms off.
Oof.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. He's the enforcer of Team Havoc. Yes, 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 he is.
Mm. Okay.
Oh. Ah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This character is called Done Deal. Done Deal. Reason is, he will take the nearest deal to portray anybody. He had no loyalty. Remember what I told you? He had no loyalty.
Yeah.
Everybody that's in Team Chaos Theory has no loyalty, and he basically turned on Team Havoc for the highest bid, for the right price, and he told the Team Chaos Theory all about their whole map, about how they move, everything, and that's how, you see what I'm saying. He's like the Judas of the group,
Yeah.
and
Oof.
he's a gunslinger. He's one of those characters that he has a punchable face.
Yeah, he
He has a
does look like he
punchable
has a bunch of. Yeah.
he has a
It's.
punchable face, but you barely could get to him because he shoots so fast.
Yeah.
He's a fast shooter, and but when you do get to him, yeah, he's weak. But yeah, yeah, I've built him off of just sheer just greed. He's greedy. He's arrogant. Shit like that.
Mm. Man.
Ho 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 ho.
Okay. Okay. This is a sick design. I love it. The fire. The double blades. Just the look of her. Wow.
That is red magic.
I love the names. I really love the names.
Well, see, these are the names that comes to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or if I'm watching a movie, it come to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it's weird. It's very weird. I pay attention to movies. I pay attention to comic books, and I look at the wording, and I put it the word in. If it shit sounds catchy to me, I'll use it. You know, it could just be jam or and you call it cyber jam or red jam, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something to think about. You know what I'm saying? If you're building a character, you think about just look at words. And if you want to come up with something original, look at a word and put it together. And there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Before we continue on, I had to say, when you do get your books out and you do the convention unit, you gotta have some people, some friends of yours, to cosplay as these characters because that will definitely attract. That will attract not only your books, but people will want to come to your table saying, "Well, what's this about? Tell us what this is about."
Well, see, let me get a little comfortable with this.
Oh God! Oh God! It starts
Oh,
already. Oh God! All right, go on,
well,
go on, go on.
when it comes to Jarhead and comes to all these characters, what I'm going to do is, um, this is actually for my wife, my girlfriend.
Oh,
Um, I made red magic out of her. She's a character. She's a character, and she loves my work. And I made a character out of her because this is a character actually God has given to me.
hmm,
Um, and this is a character that he basically personally told me to write her story, as in God telling her to go save Jarhead because that's her husband.
wow.
And Jarhead, and you'll see in a scene, one of the scenes in book two, where
Hmm.
she goes and saves him, and he gets annoyed, like, why do you keep saving me? Damn it, why do you keep doing that? You know, where the hell you come from? She's like, and she loves a person that is hard to get. She loves when a man plays hard to get. She loves it,
Yeah.
but she is she is one of those characters that is a cornerstone of a company. You know how
Mm,
Jean Grey is a cornerstone of Marvel Comics? Like she's like a phoenix. She's one of the cornerstone characters, one of the most
yeah.
powerful characters. She's a cornerstone of it. And
Yeah.
so I said Red Magic. She's the cornerstone of Team Havoc and Break the Change Comics because she is one of the most powerful characters in there. And she's not just a woman; she's an assassin
Yeah.
for God. She's God's personal assassin. You know what I'm saying? And she has a conflict with Demented Deuce because he killed her dad.
Oh God.
He
The
killed her
more I
dad.
hear the story, the more I hear the story, it's like, oh my God.
He killed her dad because her dad was a mad scientist, and he wanted him to basically do stuff that he didn't want to,
Yeah.
and Demented Deuce killed him because he didn't want to do it. He said, "All right, fuck it, kill him." And so Red Magic was like, "Okay, I want revenge. I want revenge." And Jarhead is talking her out of it, trying to talk her out of it. We like, well, let's do it together. You know what I'm saying? Because he
Yeah.
didn't want her to go in and try to kill Demented Deuce because he's hard to kill,
Yeah.
and you can't go there by yourself and try to kill him. You see what I'm saying? Shit, stuff like that. You know, I'm gonna give you a little. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna give it too much. I ain't gonna give it too much.
Yeah. No, 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 no. You shouldn't give out too much because we were the head people buy your books and read them
Hmm.
themselves. That's what we wanted to happen. Okay. Now then there's this character.
That is smoke. That is smoke. That is one of my coming from the next series. Smoke is coming. Smoke is coming. Smoke is coming. He gets his power from smoking weed.
Okay. Okay. Now this is interesting. Now
Yeah, he gets a.
how had this happen?
Basically, he basically was a drug dealer at one time, and
Mm,
he became and basically he got beat up by the cops one day,
mhm,
and how that happens. And he basically, what I'm saying, he said, I want to take down the crooked cops. I want to take down the cops, but I want to take down the crooked ones. I don't want to take down the good ones. And
mhm,
so he basically then, as smoke, everywhere there's smoke, he inhales it and become one with the smoke. So basically he becomes a vapor of smoke, and he disappears. Like he becomes a smoke. So wherever there's smoke, there she is. And basically how he becomes smoke, and how he gets his powers within his mask, right? Is a weed cartridge, marijuana
mm.
cartridge, and he bites down on it, and he inhales the weed and inhales the smoke, and that's how. In the smoke, you see that little things on his mask, the little circle thing on the side.
Yeah.
That's how the smoke exhale from it. You know, and that's how he becomes smoke. He gets his power from smoking weed. Yes, it is.
They're very ingenious how you actually had the smoke dispersing from the sides of the mask.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, he's one of those characters that is very, 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 very took a very long time doing, because I wanted to come out with something that basically could play as the Spider-Man of, you know what I'm saying, that
Yeah.
can basically compete with Spider-Man in some type of form,
Hmm.
or he can compete with Miles Morales somewhere around there, around that
Yeah.
area.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much.
You know. Oh, I knew you was gonna
Well.
do
Well.
that.
Well. 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 Well.
that is that is Toxica. Yes, that
Okay.
is Toxica. Toxica is the character that is built, man. Toxicity. That's
Mm-hmm.
where she basically studied toxicology,
Yeah.
in her time in school, and basically, what I'm saying, she was a scientist studying, all types of diseases and stuff like that, and she basically was a toxic person. She's very evil, and she's a witch as well. So she,
Mm.
deals with potions and all that kinds of stuff. But she's not a bad. She's not a good witch. She's not a bad witch. She's
Mm.
not a good witch. She's a bad witch.
Yeah. I was about to say.
So
I mean, green glowing hands, blood coming over there. I'm like, I don't know if she's good or not. I don't know.
she's not a bad. She's not a good witch. She's a bad witch. She's very.
Yeah.
She's one of those characters that you do not want to mess with. A lot of people say that she reminds us of us, Poison Ivy. Well, you can say that. You know what I'm saying? Because I took parts of Poison Ivy, and I added a little bit, but I said, why don't I make something original, something that people can get behind, something that people will love, and trust me, they'll love her.
Oh, I have
They're
no
gonna love
doubt.
her.
I have no doubt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She's a character that is very, very dominant in her ways.
Hmm. Crazy, crazy, but good. Very crazy good. Okay, we do actually have to show off some of your merchandise here.
Yes, sir.
I love the new logo. I love the new logo.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're coming out with merchandise very soon. For the In Your Face show. If you would like to, you know what I'm saying, when we come out with the links for the show of the merchandise,
Mm,
go on and pick something up. You know what I'm saying? If y'all really want real truth, if y'all really want real true content, real true, merchandise, real true, come and join the movement of the In Your Face show. We're not just a movement. We're not just a brand. We are a part. We're love. We're no egos. We're truth. No hate. Just love. And we come against violence. We come against lies. We come for the truth, and we come to hold others accountable of the things that they do. And that's what the show is all about. That's what the movement is all about. I mean, I should say.
yeah, well said. Okay, I do have one last image to show, and it's quite a doozy.
Oh man,
I had to
that
say this one for last.
that is Bradis.
Man,
That is Bradis. That is. Oh, he's from another world, but he is very, 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 very destructive. And I came up with that new that blah blah blah. I came up with that character design because I wanted something new. I wanted something formal, and he's a character that he rules. He wants to rule. And he was recruited by Demented Deuce. Demented Deuce went to his world and told him, "You want to rule? You want to be a leader? You want to be a king? Well, come be a king in my team. You'll rule
mm,
then." And that is when, yes, Bradis is a beast. He's a monster. Trust and believe. Don't fuck with him. I'm telling you.
mm. A lot of the characters remind me of the Mortal Kombat games. We have some of the big creatures. Oh, if I'm being honest, I could see this as a video game series at some point. I'm being serious here.
Well, I mean, there's some things coming down the plank. There's some things coming down the plank for the video game.
All right, all right. Well, when that actually does happen, you know where to come to talk about it.
Oh, trust me. Trust me. You'll be the first.
Yeah, you'll know how to reach me. Daniel, I can't thank you enough to come on and share this stuff with us, and it's fantastic,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Not a problem.
of course. And if you guys haven't watched In Your Face show, the link is actually in the description on my YouTube channel, so check it out. You're not gonna be disappointed.
Yes, yes, sir. Like and subscribe to my channel, man, and or either hit me up on my Facebook, King Daniel Teller. You know, come chit chat. Let's talk about maybe we can collaborate. Never know.
Yeah. And as always, you could hit that like button to subscribe to my channel. And we got some good guests coming up in a couple of weeks, which I'm going to share with you possibly tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. And as you probably guessed, I'm at my desk here working on my own comic, of course, issue 5 of Codename Hunter. Thank God I'm coming to the end of it. So I'm gonna be having a Kickstarter on that pretty soon, hopefully by the next month, if not March. But that's about the latest because I want to get it done really quick so I can get on the next story arc. Well, then
Uh,
again, thank you for coming on.
thank you, man. Thank you. It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to talk with you.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, folks, I think that's gonna be it for us tonight. I'm Ian Miller, and this has been Triple Threat Comics YouTube channel. Have yourselves a great night.
Boom.